with our first capital campaign in over 25 years. We've done lots of little projects over the years, but nothing of this scale. So we're trying to raise $10 million, and we're over 7 right now, so we're well along our way. Some of the bigger projects, the one that most people point to is our new Giraffe Exhibit, and it will be in the parking lot, which is currently across the street from our front gate. So it'll be a much bigger yard. We'll be able to have a small herd of giraffes, hopefully a breeding group, and some other species in that exhibit as well. And that's the biggest project of all of them. Well, we're here in the parking lot across the street from the current main entrance of the zoo. And as you can see, on a typical day, it's usually pretty filled with cars. So that's the need for the new parking lots on the other side of 38th Street. And then the tunnel is back there, so people will walk through that tunnel with a nice passageway to our new front gate. Directly behind my location now, back here, will be a new Giraffe Barn, state-of-the-art facility that will allow for much safer interaction with the giraffes and much better animal care. For example, we can do things like blood draws and we can give them vaccinations and take their blood pressure, but we have to do it off of ladders. And this new building will have raised catwalks so the animal care staff can get closer to the giraffes. There'll also be a feeding platform for our guests, so we'll have a handicapped accessible walkway that will go up to an elevated platform so people can get nose to nose with the giraffes. Well, we're here at the site of what used to be our bear exhibit and will eventually be replaced by a new bear exhibit. We kept hearing over and over people wanted to see bears again. And you can see the former exhibit, the rock work up there. This exhibit was over 50 years old, so it really needs some rehabilitation. But the nice thing about this space, we're going to be able to use this space that we currently have, as well as all of this other space, this whole corral space. So the exhibit will be effectively double the size of what we previously had. In the back you'll see there's an opening that will lead into their bedrooms, and we'll probably have a small day room that people will be able to take a walkway up around it to be able to get to that day room and be able to see the bears in inclement weather. Now we hope to get something called Sloth Bears. They're an Asian species. Our folks have seen them in other facilities. They're an endangered species. They are looking for them for homes, for breeding programs, so we hopefully have an opportunity to have cubs. And the one challenge we understand is they're, in all likelihood, the smartest of all bears, so that would make them smarter than the average bear. So we're really looking forward to this one. We're here in the center of the zoo. We call it the heart of the zoo because it really is right in the middle of everything. And there are several features that will be added here. One, we will rehabilitate some of these buildings and put new animal exhibits here. Something called a tree kangaroo is one of the species that we're looking at. So we'll be able to add some new species that perhaps we've never had before here. Directly where I'm standing is a giant plaza that will actually be able to have rentals, things like weddings and parties and all of those types of things is right here. And then where Monkey Island is currently, we will add a new concession stand restaurant. There'll be seating indoors, which we don't really currently have much of. Our old restaurant and restrooms are over 50 years old here in the center of the zoo, so that's something that's really needed. We hope to be able to use that for rentals and things like that as well. And then where the giraffe is currently, that will be a new exhibit for something called colobus, which are a species of monkey. We're very excited about them. We have some really fun, exciting plans to build a very high netted area so that people will be able to see the monkeys up in the trees from a boardwalk coming down from the rhinos. So this is a big, big project, and because it's in the center of the zoo, it'll probably be one of the last ones we do, just because there'll be a lot of disruption down here in the center of the zoo.